Good morning there, friends. This is Carpo, and this morning I would like to do a video on my way to work. I haven't done a driving video, at least on my way to work, in a long time. It's about 8 years ago. I used to do these morning sunrise videos from the job site I was on. You know, often morning is when I'm most inspired, but by the evening I'm most motivated. However, maybe I've had a couple beers, so maybe it throws off my sanity a little bit, but at any rate, I'm right now driving out to my work. It's Monday morning, and I wanted to talk for a moment about chaos, and not chaos specifically, but rather the chaos that we manufacture for ourselves by the kind of crap we listen to and the types of shows we watch, the type of media that we're immersed in. And I was thinking back to the time when it seemed simpler, as people would say. Remember a simpler time when people weren't worried about, politics so much or, controversial topics. But really, people were, and they've always been interested in these topics. It's just that it would only reach people within our group. And often we had, which is often called the water cooler talk, right? In the office, people sit around and they talk, meet up at the water cooler as they're both getting a drink, and they're talking about whatever may be popular in the news or something that people can relate to. So even if somebody's just talking about Avatar or, oh, did you hear about that politician and what he did? These are things that everybody's exposed to. And so therefore, it's something that we feel like we can relate on. And this is why weather is always, one of those topics people joke around about. Oh, how's the weather today? It's just because we need a starting point. And unfortunately, the starting points these days aren't, oh, hey, how about that amazing new discovery? Or, wow, mankind's really come a long way. It's like, oh, we're doomed, we're screwed. There's just kind of this total, doomer attitude about everything these days. And it's not universal. Not everyone is like that. It's obviously the internet that magnifies these ideas that people have and make them seem as if that's the reality. That these are the big problems we face. I was thinking about, I was thinking a better discussion of water cooler, or it might be a watering hole talk. So back when our ancestors would go meet up at the watering hole to collect their water, and they'd talk about so-and-so, and there might be some, which something I really don't like is when people talk about others. It's always like, so-and-so did this or said that. There's a lot of gab. But all in all, I think that when we interact with a smaller group of people, especially people that are in our circle, or people at least we know, we can start to kind of feel their intentions and get to know them, to know which topics might trigger them or just might not be the best thing to talk about with them. And we just can't do that on the internet. So a person posts something that they think is insightful or interesting or curious, and 10 more people are there to tell them they're wrong and they should see things differently. And I think it's maybe just more pressure these days to know what the hell you're talking about. But that's kind of that's where this goes. It's interestingly enough, nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. There's so much misdirection and misinformation out there that it's hard to even know what matters. And I feel like we're at a turning point right now in society where people are going to finally stop giving a shit about what so-and-so said or what's going on over here. And I mentioned this in a video the other day because I made one. I haven't uploaded it. It's called Balloons and something, and it's about whatever's the kind of topic of the week. People always want to talk about whatever's going on in the media, and it's just funny because even instead of coming together on an issue like supposed quote spy balloons, people are just blaming the Democrats, blaming the Republicans, blaming somebody. There's always somebody to blame for everything we feel, in every situation. People love to blame. But I guess that's just the society we live in. Not much you can do about it, except just try try not to get wrapped up in it. Try not to let yourself become part of the problem. I guess that's all I got for today. Live your life happily as much as you can. Don't let the other shit get to you.